All right. There actually is other news aside from VR this week, though, that needs to be discussed.
Indiana Jones, right?
Indiana Jones
Han
5
Solo.
and young Han Solo. Wow. How did your audition go, Levi?
It went poorly. Turns out they wanted a young Han Solo.
No, we're talking about Xbox has introduced that cross-network play is a thing that is possible on Xbox One, meaning like cross-platform between Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Players on Xbox can play online with those on the same game on PS4. The first game to support this is Rocket League. What I wonder is, so Sony had a response to this. Maybe it was a little cagey. They said, PlayStation has been supporting cross-platform play between PC on several titles, starting with Final Fantasy XI on PS2, PC back in 2002. We would be very happy to have the conversation with any publishers or developers who are interested in cross-platform play. They stopped short of actually addressing Microsoft and addressing the potential of having cross-platform play with an Xbox One game. But what I wonder is, I'm sure there are numerous business and technical reasons why Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games don't play together. But from the consumer's perspective, is there any reason why all games shouldn't?
No.
All right.
I think it'd be great. I think it's a great announcement from Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean, strictly from a consumer perspective, absolutely. Like, it makes people don't understand or don't care. Like, my friend has Call of Duty, I have Call of Duty. Maybe we can play together, maybe we can't because we're on different platforms. That makes no sense. Right? You're completely right that there is significant technical and cultural is not the right word, but just I don't know. Like, these companies don't have a reputation of playing nice and cooperation. So there are major hurdles there. But yeah, strictly from a consumer perspective, totally good news all around, right?
I think if you were to ask the Sony and Microsoft and what their issues with that might be, it's probably some of it's technical and some of it's about how the systems work together, and some of it's also just making sure their customers are taken care of, and that when you connect another community to your community, just making sure that your customers are cared for and not you can control what's happening between these communities, and there's.
I mean, I kind of can't even imagine. Yeah, the logistical. I kind of don't understand like abuse reporting and even like displaying of gamer tags or display names and invites to different parties and chat. Like, just even from I'm non-technical, but like just on the surface, I'm like just feels almost insurmountable. Like, I feel like we're years away from.
Have you seen the movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie?
Sure,
it's like that. It's like giant cubes floating around in space.
They just got to hack into the mainframe.
Yep. If they do that, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's easy to imagine a world where all games on all platforms play nice together, and that sounds great. But yeah, actually, now that I think about it, you bring up a lot of really logistical challenges.
Well, thank you, Damon.
That would have to be overcome.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that it happens, and I believe that it will happen. I think that these companies compete. Microsoft and Sony compete on a lot of really important vectors, and I don't think sort of segregated multiplayer communities needs to be one of those or should be one of those. Or that's even good for anybody.
And they'll listen to players too. Yeah. If players are clamoring for this and really saying this is what we want and really hammering that home, they'll listen. So I think the bigger an issue it becomes, the more you'll see it happen.